God's coming along to assure you now that you can know this. We know that all things work together for good to them that love God and to them that are called according to His purpose. Right? His word, the provisions of the Spirit, those things of the Spirit are sufficient to enable you and to equip you to produce the fruit and the details of your life that He's wanting to produce. It's sufficient for that. And really that's what the question would be in our minds at this particular point. As the Father's taught us some things about what He's doing in relation to sufferings and what He's not doing, understanding we are going to go through the sufferings of this present time, and there's some groaning and travail that we go through, and this infirmity that we have that we do not know, what to pray for as we ought to pray at this particular point, need to be taught that. The question in your mind is going to be, is His provisions really enough? When the sufferings come and the troubles come, and I'm looking around at all the problems, is the Word really going to be sufficient to enable me to live unto God in the midst of everything that's against me? That's what the verse is trying to put in you. That is sure. He wants you to know and have confidence that His provisions are sufficient to do the job, that His grace is sufficient for whatever comes your way, and it can work for good. It can effectually work. It'll do what He's designed it to do in you. How do we know that? How do we know that His end is good? It always goes back to the fact of what was stated in Romans 1. He was speaking of Jesus Christ, that He was declared to be the Son of God with power, according to the Spirit of holiness, by the resurrection from the dead. He's raised up with power. Jesus Christ went to the cross and He suffered and He died, but God didn't leave Him there. He was faithful to His word and what He had promised His Son. And when the third day rolled around, He raised Him up by the power of the Father. He didn't raise Him up for Him to fail. He raised Him up to reign and to sit on a throne. And He's guaranteed that, given Him that name that's above every name. When you understand that's what you've been identified in, hey, you got confidence. You know the end of this thing's good. It might be tough in the sufferings of this present time, but one of these days, the end of that thing is good for you as a son or daughter of God. We know that's the end.